Greece, often referred to as the birthplace of Western civilization, was a center of knowledge and invention. The Greeks composed plays and literature, some of which are still highly regarded today, experimented with science, geometry, astronomy, and medicine, all found their origins there, and even established a democratic government, generally regarded as one of the first instances of democracy. Their ruling style also drew backlash from key figures like Socrates. In general, generations throughout think very well of democracy as a system. However, it's interesting to discover that one of the ancient Greece's greatest achievements, philosophy, was highly suspicious of its other achievement, democracy. The founding father of Greek philosophy, Socrates, is portrayed in the dialogues of Plato as hugely pessimistic about it. In Book 6 of the Republic, Plato tells the story of Socrates striking up a conversation with a man named Adeimantus and attempting to persuade him of the shortcomings of democracy by drawing a comparison between society and a ship. Imagine you are about to embark on a sea voyage. It will be a long journey. The seas could be stormy, and the trip is dangerous. Who would you want making decisions? Socrates asked Adeimantus. Anyone on board or the captain with training? Probably the captain. Democracy allows citizens to express their opinions through their own actions or those of elected officials, which is why many see it as the perfect form of government. However, Socrates thought that this wasn't as good as it seemed. By using a case similar to the ship story, he made the case that voting, whether for representatives or directly, necessitates a certain level of wisdom and skill that not everyone possesses, and that allowing those who lack these qualities to vote could result in the societal shipwreck. Socrates also used the analogy of a demagogue. A demagogue is a kind of political leader who uses charm, deceitful promises, and bias to persuade people to support them. The term arose in Greece in the 5th century BCE, right around Socrates' time, and is often used negatively. Socrates himself was extremely worried that the democratic format would give rise to a demagoguery. Just as he feared majority rule could lead to misinformed voting, he feared that those running for office themselves would lack the wisdom needed to lead and might use their elected position for personal gain rather than the common good. While Socrates was distrustful of democracy, it is important to remember that he had bad run-ins with the institution, and ultimately it was a democratic trial that resulted in his death. His critiques proved warranted when an Athenian jury found him guilty of impiety and corrupting the youth.